Good. How are you guys? Thank you. Thank you. Welcome back to you guys as well.
You missed us, right?
I miss you guys a lot.
Yeah.
How was your first day of practice? What kind of were the takeaways?
It was really good, honestly. Our energy was up. We were just high intensity, feeding off each other's energy, and just communicating with each other, which of course brings us a long way on the first day. But it was just great energy overall, just going thing to thing to thing, and just not really dwelling on like what we did wrong, just kind of going to the next play and learning from each other. So.
Has it soaked in yet that you're an upperclassman?
No. It has not. Kind of is though, singing in, but taking on that role, using my leadership voice, being a leader. If anybody, asks questions, go to them, but just always just being that leading role. And just if I see stuff, talk to them, being that type of leader that's stepping up this year.
Does it feel any different coming back this year as a defending national champ?
Of course, it was a great accomplishment last year, but I feel like our team's whole focus is, of course, this year we have a new team, new journey. Day one started today, so it's kind of just thinking that way in the new team. But of course,
what have you seen from Kaylee and Khalees?
Just their aggressiveness and how well they just absorb. They absorb like sponges. They learn so fast, just going to thing, but also just their intensity level and just their voices. They're starting to, of course, get the momentum of how practices will be going. And of course, the first day was a good day for them to see how everything else will go the rest of the week. But their voices is the main thing, and just how hard they go each and every drill.
KK, 2 years ago when you were a starter, you had Paige and Nika alongside of you. This time you're one of the upperclassmen, and with other upperclassmen, obviously Azzi, whoever, Ashlynn, whoever comes from us with there. How is that different for you than it was 2 years ago, not having like a Nika or a Paige to rely on?
I feel like you said, just having them to rely on, but also me being an underclassman, me being a freshman, kind of leaning on them and asking them questions. Just kind of just switch roles a little bit now. I'm that person for other people just look up to, watch how I do things, but also just ask me questions as I've been here for 2 years now, and just I know the ropes around what we do in practice alongside Azzi, and everybody's here, Carol, and everybody that has been through the journey of how practices go, how we do things here. So.
Has been being a leader natural for you, like say from back to your high school days or whatever, or is this something you gotta learn, develop?
Yeah, I feel like each and every day is another opportunity for me to develop a great leadership skill. But for me, is just finding my voice. Of course, I have a loud voice outside of the court, so kind of transferring that over onto the court, and not to be like afraid to say anything wrong, just say anything that comes to mind, and just know that they'll be attentive and listen. So.
Are there any leadership qualities from Nika or Paige that you want to just interpret into how you want to be your own leader?
Yeah, just how they lead by example. Once you watch them do things, how hard they go, and how they see the little things and just comment on the little things, but just also like everybody keep everybody level-headed was a key thing I took away from them, is something they did for me as well.
You had such a really busy off-season, summertime, being defending national champ, being out and about, coming back into this more controlled classes, practice type of environment, easier or harder than in years past?
I'll say for me, knowing how everything goes when I come back to campus, I'll say it's easier process coming back, because I know classes where everything is, it's not just like a hardship. I'm just jumping right into new things. So just kind of being aware, like I've been here before, and just kind of knowing that, but just helping the others out that haven't been here in this process of classes, how things go, recovery, and things like that.
Was there one part of your game that you, during the offseason, like, I want to be better at this?
Just consistency, honestly, with all of my game, being assertive, but just also being confident within myself, being that person I know I'm capable of being, and just also my teammates knowing what type of player I am, and just them leaning on me, but just not even that, just them pouring into me and I pour into them as well.
Looks like this could be one of the deepest teams they've had here in a while. How does that benefit practice? With different people can do different things. You don't have to go out there for the whole practice. You can have different looks.
Yeah, it just makes practice very competitive, play against each other, learn from each other, and just each and every day we grow as a team, learning our new tendencies, having a new team, having new people coming in, just learning from that and just going from there.
A lot of fast guards coming in. You must love that.
Love that. Great defense, pick up anytime, so I'm excited for that.
Coach is talking about your on-the-court role expanding a lot this year from the previous couple seasons. Just kind of, what have those conversations been like? How do you kind of see your game growing this season?
Just like I said, being assertive, being confident within myself, knocking down shots, attacking, creating for my teammates, just kind of doing all the things, the little things that I have been doing the past years, but more of that this year, and being the person that I know how to be on the court and off the court, leadership-wise and stuff.
We always hear how the point guard is an extension of the coach. How do you want to be an extension of Coach Oriama?
Just kind of, yeah, I just kind of, like I said, being on the same level as him, being on the same page as well during games, picking his brain a little bit, going up to talk to him more is something that I'll be feeding into this year. It's kind of something I did over summer as well. Just kind of going from there and growing with him and learning what he sees on the court and how I can kind of see the same things as him. So
The first official practice without Paige, does it feel weird? Weird at times you're out there and you think that she might be on the wing and she's not there to throw the ball to?
yeah, I mean, kind of. Of course, you miss her presence. But just focusing on what we have here, and what we've got a new team, kind of what we need to do to like kind of get better each and every day.
What's it been like getting to know Blanca?
She's great, honestly. Something like sometimes she doesn't know what we're saying, like she'll just laugh, which is something I would do as well if I was talking to myself as well. But just kind of like I said, she's a sponge as well. She knows the game really well. Just kind of going in and watching her, she has like a dog mentality. Just kind of like when she like slows down everything, learns the game, and she asks questions. She asks plenty of questions, but she goes out there and works hard.
Is she teaching you guys Spanish or Italian?
A little bit. I'm a little iffy on it. I'm not gonna say anything right now, but she has been teaching a little bit. Thank you guys. Love.
Sarah, sophomore now, you had a great freshman year. What do you feel like you want to do more this year versus last year?
This year I want to kind of step into trying to help lead the team. I feel like use my voice more and wherever it's needed and just be there for my teammates.
Do you feel like you're different now versus last year at this time? Because last year you were pretty quiet.
No, yeah, for sure. I feel like, especially just trying to talk to the freshmen, I feel like I'm doing a good job of actually talking on and off the court. So yeah, very different.
How about preparing yourself for the beginning of this? You had summer workouts and whatnot, but still a busy off season as a defending national champ. Was it easier to prepare for this part of the season than when you were a freshman?
I would say so. I feel like I kind of know what to expect, so I can prepare better mentally and just physically.
Was there one thing in the offseason where you're like, I want to get better at this, whether it's on the court, conditioning? Was there something you were really focusing on?
Definitely try to stay in good condition and stuff like that, but on the court I would say I've been working on dribble pull-ups, kind of more guard stuff, learning the plays from the guard's perspective and stuff like that.
This is a much bigger team for you guys this year. You guys have more length. Just kind of, what is that like for you? How does that change your role, not having to like play the five anymore?
I mean, yeah, today I was playing defense on the guards and they said big's going on there and I just stayed. But it's kind of weird because I'm not really used to playing that much on the guard side, but I'm looking forward to it.
We didn't get to see Blanca in the scrimmage you guys had last weekend, so what's it been like playing with her and what's she like as a player?
I mean, Blanca's great. She reads the game really well. Very high IQ. She can do a little bit of everything, so it's very easy to play with her.
So what's it been like getting to know her just off the court? Do you guys speak in Spanish together?
We try. I mean, I told her to help me, but I'm just not really trying to get help in a way. But I mean, she's great. She's very funny, kind of introverted, but we're getting her out of her. So.
So Gina was saying that you oftentimes see a big jump from year one in a player to year two. What do you hope like that jump looks like for you? In what ways do you feel like you can elevate your game even further? Were there major things you learned from last year that you can now apply to this year?
Like I said before, I feel like just being more vocal and just being more confident, not going into the games just, I'm not going to say scared, but just like nervous. I mean, I've been there before, so I just know what to expect and just being myself, being confident.
You looked pretty comfortable in March Madness.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's how I play, but I mean, just go out there and just play and have fun.
Sarah, you don't lose a lot, but this summer, in the 3-on-3, your team lost. Is there anything that you can learn from that to take care this season?
Yeah, kind of don't take any game for granted. I mean, anyone can beat anyone at any given moment. I feel like we went into that game kind of cocky, I would say that, but I mean, just play every team the same, like they're really good and stuff like that.
Is it confusing having another Sarah around?
No, yeah, it is. Like, CD's saying Sarah, yelling Sarah, I'm like turning my head, I don't know who she's talking to, but I mean, we'll be fine.
What's it been like having her?
I mean, Sarah's great. just she's a great roommate, great player on the court. So it's just very experienced. She's been here before. Well, not really, but like she knows a lot about the game, so it's fun to play with her.
Anything else?
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you,
Thanks, Sarah.
How'd the practice go today?
Today was actually pretty good. I was happy with how the first practice went.
You sound surprised.
Well, no, I'm not. Our workouts have been pretty good, so I feel like consistently good. So I wasn't really surprised, but I mean, when practice starts, coach and everyone ramps it up, so you never know how people are really going to respond, and I thought we did a good job responding.
What did it feel like being out there as a defending champion? Is there any buzz about that? I mean, have you felt, is it palpable, the feeling of being a defending champ this year?
I mean, you can feel just like the excitement, the energy, the intensity in the gym. I mean, this is a new team. Like, we've got a lot of new faces, a lot of returners, but 5 new faces. So I don't think we really consider ourselves defending champs, more so like same goal as last year, same mindset, but just some of us have the taste, so now we want it even more.
What's made workouts and practice go well so far?
We've had really good energy. Like I said, the intensity is great. We've got so many bodies, something none of us are really used to, so being able to compete against each other, go all out because we know we'll have some rest, actually some sub in the lines. So that's been fun. It's been a new change, but I think just the intensity and the competitive spirit's been great.
What do you like about that? You have different, not just bodies, but different type of players coming in. It seems like you can get a lot more done in practice without wearing you guys out in practice.
Yeah, no, that is definitely a bonus, but it's just fun to play with different lineups. Like, you never know who you're going to be out on the court with, so that makes it fun. Everyone brings different things to the table, so getting to learn, you know, different people's tendencies, what they like, build that chemistry it's been fun.
KK and Ash are finally upperclassmen after what feels like a long 2 first years. Where have they kind of stepped up leadership-wise?
I feel like you can definitely see Ash. I'm starting to hear her voice a little bit more. KK, I mean, being a point guard, she's naturally in that leadership role, but you can like really feel her, what's the word I'm looking for? Like her assertiveness this year. Like, you can tell like she really means it, and like there's some authority behind her voice. So I've been really happy to see that.
What was your healthy summer like? What kind of were you able to work on that you haven't been able to?
Yeah, I mean, my healthy summer was incredible. It was like a whirlwind, but it was great. What did I get to work on? I got to work on, you know, my body and not being in a rehab, but, you know, making sure like I'm just feeling the best I can. I got to work on some finishing. My gosh, the summer feels so long ago now. I'm like, what did I even do this summer? I was in the gym. Moral of the story, I was in the gym. I was working on things. I got better. Yeah.
Do you feel this year that, you know, as your last ride, that you need to be more assertive as a leader since it's a whole new team this year?
Yeah, that's definitely something I'm working on. Something that doesn't really come naturally to me. So I'm working on using my voice and making sure that other people hear me when I use my voice. And I know that'll be like a baby steps, get a little bit better at that each day, but I try to think of it as like it would be selfish of me not to, being here the longest with Caroline. Like, if we're not using our voices and speaking up, we know exactly what coach and all the other coaches want, what they expect, what the expectation is. So if we're not sharing that knowledge and making sure everyone's on the same page and getting better, then that's selfish of us, bad teammates.
What's it been like getting to know Blanca?
It's been fun. She's really funny. And so hanging out with her is fun. She's got a great personality. And I have like a super big soft spot for foreigners. I feel like every foreigner we've had has been one of my favorite teammates. I mean, I love all my teammates. That's not even fair to say. Everyone's incredible. But I feel like I have extra respect for them, knowing that like they're one so far from home, speaking their second, third, sometimes fourth language. Like, they're doing schoolwork. I don't struggle doing my schoolwork, but like I don't enjoy doing schoolwork in my main language. Like, I can't imagine what it's like for them. So I feel like just adding all that together and still seeing her show up every day and be a great player, great teammate, have great energy, see that smile on her face, it's incredible. But she's, like I said, she's got a great personality and she's super fun to play with and she's super talented.
What makes her funny?
She just has some like comments and stuff like I think it's funnier because you don't expect her to say some of the things because you're like, oh, like her English has gotten a lot better, but it's like, how do you know that? Like, how do you know that slang? Like, how do you know how to use that? And it cracks you up.
What about on the court with her, what she looked like?
She looks really good. Like, you can tell she's been playing with some pros. She is super skilled, super talented. You can tell she knows basketball, and having someone like her on the floor, to be able to stretch the floor, because I forget what they call themselves. They have a name, Caroline, Sarah, and Blanca for themselves, because they're like, what is the word? You have to ask them. I forget the word, but they do both. So having another person like her, to stretch the floor, play inside, play outside, make it hard for people to guard. I mean, it's hard to guard her when we're playing pickup, so I'm excited when it's someone else's issue.
When did you guys close the book on winning the title and start focusing in on this year? Because obviously some key pieces aren't here anymore. It's a totally different team.
Yeah, I think as soon as we came back for summer workouts in June, it was new people were on campus. We're back in the gym, getting better, competing, and we had all of May at home, wherever people were, to really enjoy and soak all that in. And then when we stepped foot back on campus, it was time to lock back in.
First time you walk in there and you see the championship banner up there, do you look at it? Do you react to it at all? Or?
It's still still walking in here and seeing all the faces. It doesn't feel real. I mean, and then seeing like our pictures in the hallway as well and the banner, I still get chills thinking about that.
Being the basketball fan that you are, I'm sure you're watching a lot of the playoffs. There was just a controversy with Coach Reeve in Minnesota after Nafisa got hurt about the physicality of the game. What's it like as a basketball player watching that kind of game? And have you talked to any of your former teammates that are in the W now about how physical the league is? Because in a year you hope to be there.
That's crazy to think. But I have not talked to any of my former teammates, but watching that, it's like, watching all season, there's the physicality. Like, you could see that in every game. Some definitely way more than others. But like that, it's grown woman strength out there. And I feel like some of the stuff, it's too much. When you see players get hurt, as someone who has had their fair share of injuries ranging from small to larger ones, like, you never want to see that, regardless of the team, the player, who it is. So watching that, I feel like I always get like a pit in my stomach when I see that. You never want to see that. So that, that hurt to see. I felt for her. But yeah, no, that, like I said, it's grown woman strength, and I've been in the weight room, so hopefully I'll be okay.
As a leader on this team, is there anything that you can do to help with the chemistry as you move along during practice and head towards your first game?
Yeah, I think that since I've been here, I don't think anyone takes it for granted, because not every program has close teams like we do, but we have been lucky to everyone gets along, and it's not faked, it's not forced. Like, we genuinely love each other, like we're sisters, and it's incredible, and that shows on the court, and I think other people can see that as well. But I think just making sure we're constantly talking, lifting each other up. As the season gets on, and we're going to get more tired and drained, and so making sure we're there for each other, picking each other up when we need it. I think those are probably the biggest things.
This is the first time in 2 years that you're starting the season healthy. Just what are your basketball goals, and what do you want to add to your game this year?
One, staying healthy. And then I think one of my biggest things is being a lockdown defender. I think I'm taking a lot more pride, and I was trying to take pride on defense last year. I had my moments when I didn't, but this year I want to be a lockdown defender. I want to be someone that my team can count on defense, whether it's, keeping my man in front of me, probably not rebounds, but I want to be that person for the team. I want our identity to be defensive based, so I'm excited for that.
How do you view the growth of the game off the court, off and on the court, really? You see a WNBA team sell out every single home game this year, an expansion team at that. That league is expanding. You've got a weekly podcast as well, and UConn is the basketball capital of the world. So how do you view that when you're preparing for a season, obviously trying to win games, but also acknowledging just the impact that you all and what you do has on the rest of the sport and the eyes that are on the sport?
I mean, the growth is incredible. I couldn't have predicted this coming into college, just from like my perspective, like what I've been able to experience since I've been here, and the growth that I've seen firsthand has been unimaginable. So I think just being able to live in this time is so special, and I know that I don't take that for granted, and I try to take full advantage of that and try to, like, I don't know, just the fact that so many younger kids look up to me, I'm like, I don't know, I don't know why, but I think that's so special. Like, I try to do anything I can, whether that's like with my camps, just to show them like I'm a real person. Like, being on this stage is attainable. Like, we're not celebrities, we're not anything like that. Like, we're someone that they should look up to because this could be them in a few years. But I think just the growth it's crazy to see. And like I said, I think everyone playing right now, it's the best time to be a woman in sport. And so I think all we can do is thank people that came before us for kind of paving this path for us, making this possible, and leave the game, no matter your sport, leave the game better than you found it, so that these things continue to be possible for the girls after us.
Are you surprised by the enthusiasm people have for you when you score a basket and just seeing people wearing your jerseys? Are you ever amazed at, where you're at right now?
Oh, 100%. I'm always just like when I see my jersey or my shirt just randomly out in public, I'm like, hey, that's me. Like, and I try to always say hi to them, or like, hey, nice shirt, because like these people don't have to spend their hard-earned money on my shirt, my jersey, and then they also don't have to wear it. They don't have to support me. So that means the world to me, and I hope they know that. And yeah, it never gets old hearing the crowd whenever you score. But I constantly feel the love, and I'm so blessed to be in this position.
Anything else?
Thank you,
Azzi.
Did you see the play live with FISA, or did you see it on replay?
How's practice today for you?
It was good. No, I thought it was a really good day of practice. I thought all of our energy was great. Everyone just came ready with the right mindset, and it was fun.
KK said it hasn't quite sit in yet for her that she's an upperclassman now. Has this sit in for you? What's that transition into a more leadership role been like?
I would say it's more set in now than like when we first came back. I think it was just like an adjustment period, but now that we're starting workouts and just getting more intense towards the season stuff, it definitely feels like I'm older, and just because you've gone through so many drills and you know what you're doing more, so it's just it just feels more normal. But it's still weird to think, but definitely starting to feel a little bit older.
What kind of leader do you want to be this year?
I just want to be someone that my team can look to for guidance, for support. Whatever they need from me, I just want to be there for them.
Is that kind of coming easier for you? I mean, Azzi said that you're really vocal already, but is that coming more easily to you?
I would say so, yeah. I definitely feel more comfortable using my voice, and not even in a way of really directing people, but just always talking in every possession, every drill, just making sure people are in the right spots, because that's what is so important, I think, for this year is just our communication. We have so many new guys that we have to teach them kind of our standard, and I think by communicating and talking is the best way to do it.
What is it like having 5 newcomers? How are they kind of integrating into you guys so far?
Oh, they've been awesome. I mean, they have all really bought into what we're doing here, and they put in their best effort every single day, whether it's workouts, recovery, anything we do, they're really integrating well, and it's just been fun to get to know them and play with them, and it's been a lot of fun.
How are you feeling? Gina said you've got a little hamstring thing going on.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm fine.
He was talking about it being kind of good to slow you down a little bit. Just kind of, what have you kind of just learned, going through the, recovery process and kind of getting back into full go now?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's definitely a good perspective change when you are so driven and go all the time. It definitely has taught me to kind of just work with more pace, really focus on my body and making sure I'm doing everything I can to keep it healthy and get back.
Going back to the new people edition, what's it been like getting to know Blanca?
Oh, it's been great. I think that she is definitely someone who is older for she's been a professional overseas, so she has that kind of mindset and that kind of not like she acts like a freshman, but also carries herself very like maturely. But no, it's been fun to get to know her. But yeah.
Sarah was talking about working out with the guards a little bit more coming into this year. Just what's it like kind of seeing her on that side of the ball and playing a little bit of a different role?
Yeah, I believe they call themselves the hybrids.
Okay, Azzi couldn't remember the words.
Oh yeah,
That's
no,
awful.
it's like her, Carol, it's like Sarah, Carol, and then Blanca are like the hybrids. I think Coach Jay gave them that name or something. But no, it's been good. I mean, Sarah's been a guard and a post like last year, but I think even more this year. I think she's really emphasizing that and being more comfortable out on the perimeter and pull-ups, threes, like drive, all of the above.
Are you seeing her just come a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more outspoken? I know with us last year, she was a little bit more shy, a little bit more reserved. Have you seen her just completely being herself anywhere she goes?
Yeah, absolutely. I think she definitely is more comfortable in who she is this year, and it's definitely shown on the court, off the court. I think she's just really breaking out of her shell and just becoming who we all know who she would become, and it's been fun to kind of watch that.
As an upperclassman, you know, what's different about you today versus when you came here, you know, a few years ago?
Definitely more sure of myself and more confident, I would say, just knowing the ropes, knowing like what to expect, the standard here, being a part of that and building that standard over the past 2 years I've been here. But yeah, no, it's a big difference. And I mean, I would expect it to be a big difference going from freshman now to junior year. But no, it's been really exciting, and it's just, I get more comfortable being here like every time.
What were you working on over the summer? Are there like specific things you're hoping to add to your game this year or develop?
I definitely had to slow down a little bit, but yeah, I just really want to emphasize maybe getting to the basket more, being like a scorer at all three levels more consistently. I would definitely say that was the emphasis.
Just, you know, obviously being at UConn, there's such huge expectations with the media and so forth. I mean, do you ever feel pulled in so many directions that it's too much? And if it does, what do you do to kind of get back to a more calmer, saner self?
I never feel like it's too much. I feel like I'm very grounded in my values and like kind of not being a big social media presence of like a person compared to like some of my other teammates. Like I know that's their thing and I love that that is their thing, but that's not my thing as much. And I'll support them 100% in all of that. And so it's never too much for me just because I try not to make it consume my life so much. But yeah, no, it's definitely, it's there, but I mean, it's not bad.
Well, you are a celebrity though.
I don't think of myself as a celebrity. I just think of myself as Ashlynn.
Anything else?
Good.
Thanks, Ash.
All right.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good week.